Ah, COVID-19. What a farce of the century. So, a year ago, this guy said this. Let's watch together.
Don't need a mask. The mask is about compliance because they know Canadians like to do what they're told. So if they tell you you have to wear a mask, next they're going to tell you you have to contact trace. Then they're going to tell you you have to take the vaccine. And because Canadians like to do what they're told, they're hoping that everyone just complies. And then guess what, kids? Once you take your vaccine, like a dumb person that doesn't know any better, they're going to tell you, sorry, the vaccine isn't as effective as we thought it was going to be. So now you still got to wear your mask, still got to get contact trace, still have all the restrictions and social distancing, and still take your vaccine. And then what did you get out of all of this? You got a whole year where you weren't allowed to travel, your business was closed, they took your rights and freedoms, they forced a vaccine on you, and what happened? The same amount of people died. Everything is the exact same. And now they're going to put you back on lockdown and bring it all the way till July of next year so they can do the same thing again. Bring you from July, August, and September, getting you off lockdown, but just to bring you back on lockdown again. If you idiots haven't figured it out yet, it's a perpetual cycle that you never get out of. And it's a way to take your rights, your freedoms, close your business, take your wealth. Why? So you become dependent on government. Why? If you're independent, the government works for you like it's supposed to. If you depend on the government to give you a paycheck to feed your family every month because they closed your business on you, now the government doesn't work for you, the government rules you. So instead of a middle class, we have the government, upper class, and the lower class dependents that rely on the government to survive. In other words, we have a slave class. And that's what
We all heard him. And what he said is true. Because we are living that moment. So I went to Bulgaria a couple of days ago and I am fully vaccinated and I still needed the PCR test. So, if there is me who is fully vaccinated and there is a guy who is not, or he doesn't want to take it, or for some other reasons, there is no difference between me and him. Because in my thoughts, if I am fully vaccinated, I don't need a PCR test. So how come there's another guy like me, but who is not vaccinated, and I'm still getting orders like him? Like I need to quarantine as well. I need the PCR tests. So what is going on? What is this farce? Why we all took the vaccine like guinea pigs and we still need to follow the restrictions? So my question is that we are never gonna be living our lives again like we used to live, because this will never end. What am I seeing is that rather you like it or not, you've got to take the vaccine. I didn't like it in the first place, but I took it because I wanted to make my life easier. So when I travel, I just show the vaccine certificate and that's it. Like it was originated in the beginning. But now they want even the PCR test, and if you are positive, you need to quarantine as well. Unfortunately, it's not mandatory, but it's gonna be like mandatory to take the vaccine, because they will tell you if you don't have the vaccine, you're not allowed to travel. If you don't have the vaccine, you're not allowed to go in the club. If you are not vaccinated, you're not allowed to go to work. So my question is, If there are people who cannot take the vaccine, what's going to happen about their lives, about their jobs, about their family? Maybe they they live apart, like one country to another. They will never get the chance to meet their loved ones. They will never get the chance to work their job of their dreams or practice the sport they like. When this is going to end, guys? When this is going to end? I don't think that even if there are millions of vaccines, this COVID shit is still gonna be with us forever. So we gotta live with it like a normal flu. You know, they never mention how many suicides there are every day. They never mention how many accidents there are every day. They never mention how many people die with cancers or HIV and every other disease. So why we are giving this so much importance? What's the reason? Are we gonna close, open and close again and open again and close again for the rest of our lives? God knows what's gonna happen in the future. God knows. We gotta stand up, guys, because our lives are going to be ruined. That's all for today.